Sup Shoobs, I'm Gravy Fries, and I have something a little different today. Like you know, I am a huge fan of One Punch Man as well, so I was going to discuss a theory I've posted on Amino and Instagram before about what I think could be Saitama's main weakness. Essentially, like we all know, Saitama has a body of steel, and nothing seems to hurt him. Somehow, he dodges, but only because he doesn't want his suit to be damaged, right? Except, there's these few times, like, I've noticed, there was no reason for him to dodge. Like, his suit wasn't even in any kind of damage. It wasn't directed towards the cape or, well, anywhere around it. And originally, some people mentioned, like, well, that's human instinct to dodge hits like that, even if they don't do any damage to you. But let me just bring something up. If that were the case, wouldn't Saitama have dodged all the other times people punched him or directly hit him? If it was human instinct to block that stuff? And then there's the thing, like, people would probably say, well, he dodged Suryu's hit, if I'm saying that right, I'm positive I'm not, in that tournament. No, he wasn't dodging it out of human instinct. He dodged it because he knew the wig was going to go flying off. So, like, if it was human instinct, why wouldn't he do it all the time? Why is it just with that specific thing? Like, I understand that with eyes, some of the stuff's involuntary. To protect your eyes, they will automatically close if there's danger around. But this had nothing to do with him, like, his eyes purposely blocking stuff or closing his eyes so they can't get hurt. He was directly grabbing it with his hands. He would grab the weapon with his hands before it hit him in the eye. Like, we saw in episode, I believe, 5, when Sonic was trying to show he was out there and he was looking for a hero job. He grabbed one of his weapons with his fingers. Then, the first time he met Sonic, did the same thing. And finally, we had the sword. Same thing. He grabbed the sword before it hit his eye and then broke it. Right. Okay, now that that's cleared up. So, we've seen him get punched, right? We've seen him get punched over and over again and not dodge, which is what I was using for the physical, like, thing that people were mentioning. But I completely lost what I was doing. I should have just kept to the freaking... Sup Shoobs, I'm Gravy Fries, and I have something a little different today. As you know, I've talked about One Punch Man before. I'm a huge fan of that series as well. And I actually had a theory I posted on Instagram and Amino in the past that I wanted to discuss with you guys today. We all know Saitama has a body of steel. Nothing seems to hurt him. But sometimes he dodges. Only because his suit's in trouble and he doesn't want it to get damaged. You know, he really cares about it. If you've seen that OVA, a special friend made it for him. Or, you know, in the case of Season 2, he's dodging because, well, he doesn't want his wig to go flying off, and it's like, hey, wait, we need to arrest you. Guy's the strongest thing in the world, but he can't handle being arrested. But that's the only reason he dodges it. Except, there are these few times the suit wasn't really in danger of being destroyed, and he dodged. Like in episode 5, when he was looking for a job and Sonic popped up to attack him, he threw a kunai at him and Saitama dodged it with his fingers before it hit him in the face. Same thing happens at the start of their introduction when they're first meeting each other. He throws a kunai and Saitama grabs it with his fist. Yeah, I'm so obsessed that I almost called him the name of another franchise. Then he also did it with a sword, which Saitama, you know, of course grabbed and broke. But same reaction. And, you know, it was his eyes, right? He's dodging because of his eyes. But that can't be right, you're probably saying it behind your screen, because we've seen him get punched in the face before, right in the eyes. No, you're right, multiple times, actually. A lot. I mean, it's a pretty common freaking occurrence. And plus, you count the kick by Suryu. But there's a difference between these moments. Sonic didn't physically punch or kick Saitama. He's throwing kunai at his eyes, which is a sharp weapon. Saitama's eyes are still weak to sharp objects or claws. And, you know, I realize that maybe this is a low move, but yes, I am discussing in the extra chapter that was probably for a joke, where the cat managed to scratch him around the nose and eyes. Or at least the bridge of his nose, I believe, from what I can tell in the picture I'm looking at. Now, you're probably thinking, but Beast King threatened to cut Saitama's eyes out, and he didn't react. Yeah, he did, actually. When did he pull himself out of that hole again? Quoting the actual scene, he said, and I quote, "I'll pierce both out your eyes so you can't resist." That's when he decided to get out of the hole, and say, okay, enough with these jokes. Now's the time if you want to apologize. When Beast King threatened him. But what about that time Beast King tried to cut him up? Well, simple. He's dodging, only to protect the suit. Also, his eyes. And to answer some questions, or at least, like, people were disclaiming the theory because, well, he was dodging it out of human instinct. Think back to how he's been punched and kicked multiple times in the eyes, like, directly. If he was dodging out of human instinct, like flinching, he would have done it whether it was a kick or a sword or anything that was being thrown, because it's a flinch. But he wasn't. He took those hits head on, unless it was a sharp weapon. So, I realize this one's kind of short, but I just really wanted to share this theory with you guys. I hope you enjoy. I'm planning on doing more content than just Randy. Randy's still there, but I do want to talk about some other stuff too. So, I'll see you shoobs later.